Hi, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyahtsales.net. Today we're looking at a very interesting boat. I'm going to just double check my notes here to get it right. It's a 1986 60-foot power vessel of welded aluminum construction designed by C. Raymond Hunt and built by Gladding-Hearn in Somerset, Mass. All aluminum. This boat can either be a commercial type vessel or you could convert it into more of a recreational vessel that will pretty much go anywhere. It's got twin Iveco 1,000 horsepower diesels, 2 generators, tons of electronics, more stuff than I can remember right now, but I've got video, so let's go take a closer look. All right, here is Ocean Explorer from across the cove. You can tell kind of that it's a C. Raymond Hunt designed hull. In a beautiful location, Noway, Connecticut. Take a look at the aft cockpit area. It's on 2 levels. I'm on the upper level here. But then it steps down. Our main 800-gallon tank is under here in the middle. This tailgate flips down. And this would be a terrific boat as a dive boat if you're a serious diver or wanted to do some dive charters. In fact, I believe it was originally set up for it. The rumor is that Jacques Cousteau's son actually ran this boat for some time. Here we have our outlets for our compressor that's down below. Originally that was a dive compressor. You could fill tanks and things, and it certainly could be converted back to that. There's also cockpit controls here for the engines, electronic controls on the engines, our gauges for our Iveco motors, and our wheel. Here's our rudder gauge. There's also these big storage cabinets. We've got a lot of spares in here, extra shore power cables, splitters, another fire extinguisher. And that all locks up. Over here, let's take a walk forward. We got really wide walkways with lifelines to starboard or outboard and handrails inboard. This is storage, like our fenders, dock lines. That's convenient. So we do have a davit system here, hoist. Look at this windlass. Double anchor roller, big spotlight, and look at our electronics up on the roof. We've got LED lights up there, camera system, Furuno radar, satellite system, and a bit of a bimini sticking off the back over the upper part of the aft cockpit. Take a look at the galley to port. We have fridge and freezer above, stainless sink, a good sized large stainless sink with a dish drying stainless basin to outboard, electric stove with 3 burners and an oven, built-in microwave. There is a vent above the stove, and you have storage areas here, all your dishes up here. Some trash built in right here, and then lots of little drawers around. Nice U-shaped galley. Looking forward, dinette to starboard with a table that folds open. So it's small right now. Table with the wings out. I would say there's dining for 6. Pretty easily. Vinyl seating here, so it's pretty utilitarian, but there's no reason why the next owner couldn't put nice umbrella material or whatever they want there. Spruce it up. There's a TV in here. And then aft and to starboard is large nav station area. And we have controls. This shows us how well our zincs are doing. And they're actually doing well. Some of these gauges are no longer working. This is our water maker control, our generator panels here. VHF does work, and that's a speaker for the stereo system. And we got some air conditioning vents above. Look at this electric panel. It's all right here. Let's walk forward, take a look at the staterooms. Down 3 steps. The main stateroom for, I would call it the owner's stateroom, is to starboard. And we have kind of a queen size bed, I would call it. It's built-in storage cabinets, climate controls, air conditioning, heat. Not only is there air conditioning with reverse cycle heat, but each cabin also has an electric heater. So if you're plugged into shore power or running the generators, you can make electric heat. Large cedar lined closet in here. Day head, vacuum flush toilet. Now we come forward. We have another bunk room over under bunks. Vinyl seat, big closet. And it also has its own head with vacuum flush toilet. So you have 4 single beds and 1 double bed. Here we're looking aft. Here's the owner's stateroom, bunk room. 3 or 4 stairs up to the salon. Dinette to the starboard. Settee to port. Galley aft to port, nav station aft to starboard. Let's take a look at the flybridge. I can honestly say, in all 15 years of selling sail and power boats, I've never seen a flybridge quite like this one with as much equipment. First off, check out these Stid seats. These are expensive seats, but they're the best. I have a captain buddy. He would not work on a guy's boat unless they installed a Stid seat. And furthermore, we've got a remote control for steering here on the captain's seat. So electronics, I'm going to do the best I can of remembering everything here. There's numerous duplicate systems, including VHF, Firuno loud hailer. Here's our Simrad autopilot. Here we have a Firuno GPS chart plotter, multifunction display. A North Star GPS chart plotter. This is a screen for the FLIR camera that's up top, so it's a night vision camera. Another Ray Marine multifunction display GPS chart plotter. This is a Dell screen for the computer system. This boat was used for surveying the ocean floor, so there were a number of computer controls, including a very sophisticated depth gauge, which is all here, Firuno depth, with all the controllers and a big monitor for that. This is AIS, receiver and transmitter, handheld, phone charger, and more controls back here. I guess that's another GPS chart plotter. Another radar display, newer Fusion stereo. There is newer air conditioning up here, so it is a climate controlled space, and here's our control for that. And that lives underneath here, the L-shaped seating. The vinyl's in decent shape. And then you have another seat here, and there is storage underneath everything. Little table here as well. So if you're a workboat, dive boat, maybe you want to go into the surveying business, ocean surveying business, this boat is pretty well equipped for all that. Of course, if you just want to go on a long excursion, it'll do that as well with its incredible range. I think between 800 and 1,000 mile range is what you can expect out of this boat, running at 10, 11 knots on the diesels. Great visibility from up here, as you can see. And we have an isinglass back panel that's getting a little cloudy, but still serviceable. All right, I'm in the generator room. We have one Onan here. This is around 20 kW, 20 or 21, not quite sure. with a little over 6,000 hours on it. And to starboard, we have another one, 17.5 kW with about 12,000 hours, and it was been rebuilt.
I thought you said there was 6 in it.
Aft in the compartment, we have 2 saddle tanks, 500 gallons each. Port and starboard, that's port. And then there's also an 800-gallon tank aft, center tank, the main tank. This is where our air conditioners live. And you can see the multiple units here along the forward bulkhead. There's also a water maker that's pickled back here. About 600 gallons a day if you need it. It's, like I said, put away. And here we can see some of our aluminum hull and stringers. Water heater here. This is a storage box for parts. Some of our batteries are down here. Compressor. All right, I am in the engine room looking forward. Our port engine, our Iveco V8, 1,000 horsepower with turbos. And the model is FVME 2886. Looking at starboard. We've got about 12,000 hours on these. They've always had synthetic motor oil, regular changes. The starboard engine has a hydraulic power pump on it. And so out in the cockpit, you do have hydraulic power takeoff if you need it. Looking pretty good. We'll walk forward here, looking at the starboard engine. See our injectors. Everything's pretty easy to service. A lot of room outboard to get to the other side. They both have been converted to run Caterpillar filters here instead of the original Ivecos because they're easier to get and less expensive. This is the controls for our electronic shifting gearbox controls. Here's our strainers, our intakes, big seacocks here, Raycor filters, our fuel manifold system here to change between the tanks, 800, 500, and 500 tanks, so basically 1,800 gallons of fuel. See some more of our aluminum hull down here and our stringers. Our shaft seals, dripless, coupling. The owner of this boat is a commercial fisherman going way back and knows how to take care of his stuff with routine maintenance. In fact, this boat was just hauled out, the bottom done just a week or two ago. All right, I'll leave the rest to the experts. We have 4 8D batteries at our house and engine start batteries. AGMs, they were replaced, when, about a year ago?
I think so.
Yeah, so they're newer. And there's a cover over them. Once again, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyaachtsales.net. This boat is incredible. A lot of potential here, either as commercial or with a little bit of sprucing up. It could also be a nice recreational vessel. All right, if you have any other questions or would like to schedule a private viewing, reach out to me.